Well, good morning, good people of the planet Earth, and to those who are considered normal. Hi. Today is, of course, Earth Day, and this being Earth Day, this only means that Mother Earth has itself a birthday. So what that means is, in about an hour now, there'll be a Captain Planet marathon that I will give two shits for. And come on, we all know Captain Planet was just a walking pile of gag. Just commercialized gag. But no, I am not here to talk about Captain Planet. I am here for another guide rule through the world of the Tenkaichi. Now, you go ahead, excuse me, because I did a lot of recording earlier, and my voice is kind of dry. But one of the main things I would like to talk about is about life. And I think I mentioned something about time before. But this now, I should really talk about the really important subject of life. So this is the Tenkaichi's guide to life. Life is something that is often considered something that we just don't take for granted. We often see and do everything that is requested of us, and often than not, we basically just not do these things because, we're thinking about our time, and I don't want to do this because of time and circumstance, and this and that. We do all the belly aching and the moaning and the groaning and everything that we have to deal with on a regular basis. That is to most of us who work. Well, sometimes, you gotta do what you gotta do. But other times, there are some things you can drop. Some things are worth dropping. Especially if, there's much more to offer than what you've been obliged to do or otherwise. What I feel life should be about is enjoying every single second that you live and breathe. Life is worth living. And life is worth enjoying. Life is also worth a lot than any currency can put a price tag to. For the most part, we often just not consider, the value of life. I mean, time is a precious thing. Time is something that we don't have. I mean, many people die, and while others live. Anyway, while other people live and other people die, for those who are living, we have to make something of ourselves. We shouldn't be able to whine and cry about every little thing that bothers us. I mean, it's not easy being an author, because you need time and you need experience. Some things you need experience for, other times you just need time for. And then you just need energy, and you just need energy to do everything that you possibly need to do. Among most times, using myself as the prime example, I have to constantly... Yeah, I have a lot of stuff to eat. Anyway, you have a lot to deal with. I mean, I have to deal with family. I have to spend time with them. I had to deal with the idiocy that comes with family. I mean, sometimes it's not easy because I want my time and my energy to do things I need to do. Often than not, this is a time that I actually get a chance to settle down, say my thoughts, and be done with it. However, what I feel should be said is that life is something that is worth fighting for. It's worth living. It's worth the time and the energy to do all sort of things. I mean, I remember I spoke to my mom last night. I spent time with her. Actually, talked to her, told her my thoughts about shared my thoughts about certain issues. And yeah, for that hour, I was talking, maybe like 2 hours or so. I spent time talking to her. I'd rather have that time with whoever is awake at that point in time, like my mother, and just, tell her what I honestly think of things. She would tell me in kind what she thought of things. But the one thing I remember I told her was to be grateful that I'm doing these sort of things and I'm here while you can hear me and you can see me. I mean, be grateful I'm here because I could be out somewhere. I could be messing up my life. I could be doing something I'm not supposed to. I mean, something totally out of character. And, I could be dead. I mean, there was a point in time that I almost was dead. And I didn't even realize it until it happened to me. I mean, it was a dark time in my life in which I can mention it now, but it would still give me a shudder every time I mention it. That doesn't mean you have to feel sorry for me. I don't feel sorry for what I did in my past. I really don't. I mean, the point is, I'm still alive. I'm still here. And I'm still among the living, in which I'm grateful. I am so very grateful to still be here. A lot of things that I can constantly say is, it's not easy trying to do the stuff that I do and trying to find time for it. And yet I stand among you people here as you listen to the sound of my voice. And I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing, which is making videos. Whether people respond to it or not, I'm not worried about it. Because things always happen as they always do. I'm not, and you know what? I used to be one of those people in which I'm kind of wondering, when am I going to get noticed? When am I going to get noticed? When am I going to get noticed? Yes, I used to be that way. Till I decided, if what I'm doing is just to get noticed, I'm doing it wrong. I mean, that's the thing. If I'm doing something just for the sake of attention, I'm really doing it wrong. I'm supposed to be doing it because I enjoy it, not because I should be. I'm I'm doing this just because one person tells me I should do it, or a flock of people tell me I should do it, whatever it is. I am my own person. If I don't want to do it, I'm not going to do it. Why should I do it and it's not going to benefit me? I mean, that's the thing. We don't take the time to do the small things in life, the little things that makes us happy. I take a walk every so often. Usually when I take a walk, I usually take my backpack with me because I usually write. I find the time to write because that's what I do. Sometimes I find a nice place to sit down, stay for about 2 hours. While I'm eating, I want to be lost in my thoughts, not thinking about whoever's whoever's schedule it is for the day or whatever. Because let me tell you something. When I was a teacher, I never had the time nor the energy to basically not do the stuff I really wanted to do because I was on someone else's schedule. I'm not saying that it wasn't the most glamorous job. I'm not saying that it wasn't much of a job, but it was a job nonetheless. Again, I didn't get paid for it. But not only that, you sit there, you do paperwork. After that, you go to lunch. Then you come back in. Then you do it all over again. Like an endless cycle. I didn't treat my life as much as I did within those 5 years. My life was at the mercy of time. My life is not at the mercy of time. Nor would I let my life be at the mercy of time. Not in which, the way what I should do with my life would be because of, it's out of somebody else's interest, because of this and because of that, because it's your duty to do this. The stuff I do for myself is not out of duty, nor because of, it's something, it's not out of duty. It's like the games I play on my channel. It's not like, oh, I'm doing this because it's a theme. Sometimes I want to break away from my theme and just do a game just because I want to enjoy it. I mean, a lot of times that's why I do different games, to break away from my mundane themes. Even though they might be interesting to some people, they can get boring. I don't know how, but it can. Aside from that, though, as I mentioned before, life is something that should not be taken for granted. We should cherish it, make the most of it, and not have and not burn ourselves out so soon before we even have a chance to reach that pinnacle of excellence, that pinnacle of success that makes us proud to be who we are. Not how we look, but who we are. I mean, it's fine if you want to do something different for yourself, but as long as you're happy about it, then it's worth it. That's the only thing. I mean, for me, I'm happy just the way I am. I appreciate who I am because I've been given a purpose to do the sort of thing I can do. I mean, I play games every day. So sometimes I sometimes I want to play a game, sometimes I don't want to play a game. But yet, I don't do it because, oh, well, you see, it's a let's play. Oh. Well, it's not because it might be a let's play. It could be because I want to do something different. And plus, most people just don't know. Oh, we only know about Mario and Dragon Quest and Mega Man. But we don't know about this game. That's why I'm here. It's the same thing about the books I do. Some books I like to write poetry. Sometimes I like to tell a good story. Other times I just want to write something because I feel I need to share it. Just like I'm doing now with what I'm doing. I'm sharing my thoughts and my experiences to you who look at my videos and who want to write a comment to me about what they feel, what they think. That's often a good thing. And I mean, going back to earlier, I also told my mother, the time I have is kind of limited to me because really, it's not because I'm getting older. I'm 33 years old, but I'm still doing what I enjoy doing. As long as I enjoy doing what I'm doing, I feel, it's time well spent. I mean, not many people can say, it's time well spent from what you're doing just to be doing it. I mean, I'm doing my job trying to tell those who have a very short or low self-esteem. You can do it. If you're doing it because of something or somebody else, you're doing it wrong. So, I mean, I'm not doing anything wrong. And what I'm saying is not anything wrong either. But just today, consider what life has to offer. You shouldn't look down upon yourself and consider that you're nothing or you're less than a human being. I mean, we have the greatest power in the known universe. We're just not seeing it because it's there, but we need to open our eyes and open our minds to what we know is true. We can do anything that we dare to dream about. If we want to do something, we'll work for it, act upon it, and mostly just keep believing that what we're doing is for a greater cause, in which it is. And for those who feel, you should do it just because, don't do it. I mean, just think about it. You can be grateful to your parents. I mean, be grateful to your parents. I mean, even now, if you are out of touch with your parents, be grateful that you were raised, that you were made to live on this planet, to live as you see fit, and to do something about what you're doing. I mean, I'm proud who I am, and what I know that I'm saying is ringing true to some people. And I have no shame in what I just said. I mean, the thing is, yes, what you should do is be more grateful that you are living. that you are breathing, that you are able to open your eyes and be able to move about and do your daily tasks. And to those you live with, be grateful that they do bother you, because I'm no different than anybody else who have people living in my home. I mean, I'm living with 3 other people. I'm not alone in this household. Although sometimes I wish I was, but I'm really not alone. I have my mother, the old man, and my cousin, which, even if she's going through something, I can still attempt to make her smile in however way I can try to do. So if I am sending out a smile to somebody out in this world, or if I've raised a few spirits, kind of leveled up some self-esteem in some shape or form, I'm glad to have done it. Because I feel that is what I'm doing with my time. I'm not wasting it. I'm making sure that other people who feel the same as I do should be able to basically think highly different about themselves, consider themselves much better than they should. Because many people don't think, oh, I'm not worth anything because I'm doing this or whatever. Most people aren't seeing the true value of oneself. And since some of us feel that we are our own worst enemy, I'm here to debunk that and say we can be whoever we want to be. We can be our greatest ally or our worst enemy. We can be the most emo person ever known, most enigmatic person ever known. But the thing is, we have to strive for excellence. That's what we need to do. Or if you can't strive for excellence, just strive at a personal best for yourself. Not for anybody else, but just for you. So, with that, I'm just going to leave you with a few words of wisdom if I haven't done so already. Life is worth living. Happiness is worth more than what a diamond or a sliver of coin can promise you. Even though a person can come and go in your life at any given time, it's only up to you to make the best out of your lifetime. And I'm going to leave it at that. So I have been the Tenkaichi of gaming. Ichigo must go. And I wish you a good night, a good morning. God bless and Godspeed. Take care, everyone.